Hello? Hello?
So we can hear you now. You have to mute your phone.
I want to disable my flow.
Good morning, everybody. I want ITEL 4P32 to identify yourself. Please go to the chat room and let's have your name. ITEL 4P32.
Speaker.
Also ITEL P33 plus. ITEL P3, okay, great. Please identify yourself. Techno POP2 plus. Please identify yourself. I have someone here, Brave. So what I'm saying in essence is, please, we would like to know you, we would like to meet you. So I have someone taking note of that for me. You can't hear anything. Hello?
Enable your...
I believe I'm audible, right? Can people hear me?
Yes.
All right, great.
Okay.
So I'm just buying a little bit of more time, okay? And we'll start. So I have 35 participants. I am looking at 50 most punctual people, which is the practice. So I'm waiting.
No, disconnected. I was using my flow.
Our practice is always to reward the most punctual people with something. Although I know we have challenges now with how to reach some of you, but I guess it's something we can work around.
Thank you, Mommy. You are very grateful. Thank you for making me one of the participants. I love you too, Mom.
Love you too.
Yes.
You're welcome, ma'am. God bless you.
Yes, Mommy. Thank you. Ma, I'm not hearing you very well.
You will hear me very soon. Just hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Just give me some time.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to mute everyone.
Good morning, ma. I'm happy to be here.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Nice to have you here.
Yes, ma. This is Abosede Williams, ma, from Ojodu Primary School 1.
Ojodu Primary School 1. Okay.
Yes, ma.
Great.
Yes, ma. All right, ma.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
Morning. How are you? Welcome to the program.
I'm fine, ma. Victoria Kobi from Covenant Baptist School.
Hello,
Covenant.
Covenant Baptist Children's School, ma.
Okay. Oh, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, ma.
It's nice to have you around again. You're
I'm
welcome.
happy to be here today, ma.
And I'm happy to have you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
coming.
Yes.
Good morning, Oladeji.
Good morning.
I'm happy to be here too.
Your name, please.
My name is the literacy facilitator.
This is Adebanjo. Nice to have you. Good morning. I like that introduction. That introduction is actually unique. So no name, but I should know who you are. Okay. Thank you so much.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ashayidu.
From where? Oyilola? Okay.
Yes, from Agidingbi Primary School. Agidingbi Primary School. Yes.
Oh, how are you?
I'm fine.
I was just thinking about your school the other day.
Okay.
You know, we gave your school playground equipment. So, and I was thinking, oh dear, the children haven't been able to use it, and that it's just rain that will be falling on it. I'm sure the children would have missed it a lot.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Good morning, ma.
Thank you.
Good morning.
My name is Panakitokwa Emmanuel.
Mr. Emmanuel, good morning.
Yes,
good
ma.
Morning.
From Cedar Creek School, ma.
Which school?
Cedar Creek.
Okay, Cedar Tree. Oh, that's a very nice name. All right.
Good morning.
Nice to have you.
Yes.
This is
Emmanuel.
Jude Ashayidu.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, ma. You're welcome, ma. Yes, ma.
Good morning.
This is Jude Ashayidu.
From
Ojodu Primary School 1.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Nice to have you again. Thank you for
Nice
this
meeting
virtual
you.
meeting.
Good
morning, Mr. Oladeji.
Good morning, Mom.
Mrs. Eto, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great.
We're out for excellent success today. Victory.
Amen.
Seedtime, harvest time.
Exactly.
Never cease.
Amen.
And our harvest will come in leaps and bounds.
Our harvest is very rich.
Amen.
Good morning,
Thank
Mom.
God for today.
We bless God. We bless the name of God.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning.
Mrs. Aziz.
All right. From which school?
Local Government Primary School, Ikeja.
Okay. Great. Good to have you, ma'am.
Good to have you too. Thank you, Ma.
Yes. God bless you for coming. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning,
I'm Kolade.
Who?
Hello, ma. I'm Kolade from Kolade Olamide from Magbado Jaye Primary School 1.
Ah, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí o.
Yes, ma. I've been on since 9:46, but I thought
Oh, thank you for being amongst the first 10 or first 5.
Yeah,
Good
I've been
morning,
around
ma.
since.
You're welcome.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. I'm trying to reach out to our guest speaker before I start.
Good morning, ma. I'm Faith from Faith from Local Government Primary School. Local Government Primary School.
All right. Nice to have you.
Yes, ma.
And hope we'll visit your school one of these days when we're back post-COVID.
Yes. Yes, ma.
Great.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
From military camp. Hello?
Hello?
This is Rita Itene from military primary.
Just a minute. Give me a minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma, from the email sent, ma, the first training session is to start by 10 a.m. I want to switch over, ma.
question? How are you
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
switch over?
No, are we to switch over? Are we to leave this platform to switch over to the other one for the training?
No, you have the first training here.
Because on the from the email I got, my first training section is for numeracy, which is for 10 a.m. this morning, ma. And I was given the password and the
email you got. Okay, maybe there was a mix up there. Okay, so not to worry. I'll show you the order of the program as I welcome you. All right.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma.
So
okay, ma.
Stop share. All right. It's 10:01 and we shouldn't run African time. So good morning, everybody, once again.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
It's nice to have you all. Thank you for making it to this training. We love you dearly. But we'll start this session with a prayer.
Okay, ma.
So let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day that you have given us and for making it possible for us to wake up and be part of this gathering. Father, accept our thanks in Jesus' name. We commit this program into your hands. We ask that your name will be glorified. We ask that we will be blessed. We ask, oh God, that after this program, you will help us, strengthen us to make an impact on our community in Jesus' name. We pray that we'll be able to contribute to the growth of our country, for Nigeria to be a better country, for Lagos State to be a better state, with us standing as teachers who know their onions. Father, we thank you so much. We thank you for our families. We pray that you continue to bless our families in Jesus' name, and that you will continue to preserve us. Thank you for keeping us up until this very moment. For in Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen. All right. So I would like to start by saying this wasn't the plan. The plan in December 2019 was to have the regular Seedtime training program in July and somewhere in our school. So we've been hosting this training program for about 10 years now, or 10 times. There were times we used to have twice in a year. So this is the 10th edition of Seedtime training program for teachers. And the spirit behind it is that we wanted a collaboration between private and public school teachers. We felt that we should not exist in our silos, but instead, we should actually be able to come together, interact and interface and have better teachers, we have better communities and everything. So that is the reason behind this, this project called Seedtime. Just give me a minute. So basically, what is Seedtime about? And I'm saying this to people who haven't really heard about us before and probably are getting to know about Seedtime for the very first time. So this is a charity organization. It's just an NGO, like we normally refer to it as, and it was established or set up in November 2011. We have a 4-point agenda. So basically, we're into child education. We love children very much. We have a child welfare and well-being program. We have a teacher empowerment program, and we have educating communities. We started with the child education, which is reading for life. And we've gone into establishing libraries for schools. And I'll talk about a few schools, you know, that we have actually worked with. And then we have our child well-being. We kit a child, and basically we provide them with school uniform. We've visited some schools as well. We provide them with school bags and, you know, stuff like that. So if you look at this next slide just gives you an overview of 2019. So in 2019, we actually set up libraries in 3 public schools. That was, we had Wesley Primary School, we had UACC Primary School in Sherry, And I think there was another school that we set up a library in. So we had 3 library projects. And basically when we set up libraries, what we try to do is we provide furniture. We ask the school for a room. We provide furniture. We provide books, reading books. And the whole idea is to get our students reading. And that has been running very well. For some of the schools, the library is like the most beautiful place in their school. We decorate it. And it's not done by me alone. It's actually done by my colleagues who are also teachers. So we just come to your school and we turn the place around. And then we thought about all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So we said, when we were young, when I was young, I actually was in a school where we had a playground. And so it's always fun time to go and play. So we started what we call the Playground Project, which is like a mini recreation center. And we've established 3. We did 3 last year, 2019. I think we also did 3 in 2018. So we choose schools based on security, safety, and some other features. So we have at Vetland Primary School, Agege. We have at Agidingbi Primary School, Ikeja. And we also have at Isheri Primary School, Isheri. So those were the 3 things we did last year. Other programs we had last year, we had our teacher training program. We had, we did a visit to the hospital, to be precise, LASUF. So we go to the children's ward and we give gifts to children who are sick in the hospital. At times you have between 60-something children and 80 children in the hospital in December, you know, who can't spend Christmas with their families. So we go there and we reach out to those children and give them something to rejoice about during that period of the year. We also have Christmas party every December for our reading club members. That's always a very big program. But then, of course, this year, because of COVID-19, we won't even think about it. So that's in a nutshell, some of the things we did last year. Now, 2020 has come. We have to change our strategy to reading. So the libraries are there. I've been thinking about it that, oh, we need to visit the schools and we need to go and cover those books up because they will just be dusty by the time we finally come back to school. So in order to change our strategy, we felt, okay, how can we get to the children in the remote areas or children who don't have access to a lot of internet, a lot of all those devices, the iPad, all those things that children are using to, you know, read all the online stuff. So we started a program we call Online Seedtime Reading Club. And this is the e-poster. The more you read, the more you know. So at this particular program, I'm advertising this particular project. If you see this poster or this flyer anywhere and you will see some books, please encourage children in your neighborhood, share with their parents, and let their parents give them an opportunity to read ebooks. So we have some books, storybooks, PDF form, free, that the children can also read while they are at home. So please, as you have all joined us this morning, kindly project Online Seedtime Reading Club. It's all about reading. So this beautiful morning, our topic is effective use of digital tools for teaching and learning, the new normal teacher. Effective use. For us, some of us have been using some of these digital tools, so it's not new to us. But for some people, we had to learn overnight. I'll take my school, for instance. So we vacated without planning it on March 22 or so. And by the time we're supposed to resume in April, we had to resume virtually. So we were able to teach the children virtually. We had lessons on the computer. Children sat behind their computers at home. Teachers, we had to learn. We used to have meetings a lot for us to even learn how to use some of these things because it was a lot of stuff to deal with at a very short period of time. But as usual, teachers were able to rise up to the challenge. I actually salute teachers. I really celebrate teachers. I think teachers are very, very dedicated, very, very hardworking, and we need to celebrate ourselves. I guess we cannot expect the government to celebrate us, But making yourself feel good about your profession is your own choice. For those of you who have joined this program this morning, it's still part of wanting to grow, wanting to be a better me, wanting to be the new normal teacher. The new words that we're using in these days are things like the new normal teacher. We're not the normal teacher, but the new normal teacher. So if we look at the next slide, this is the new life. So you have in homes now, we're investing a lot in all sorts of digital tools. We have phones. The phone business market is actually selling, they're making money. The internet space is a lot of money we devote to internet. They have all the notepads, you have the computers. That is where our money is going into. But it's worth it because we're gaining knowledge. So my question is, how will COVID-19 change our schools in the long run? That's a very big question for us. And I think some of us have an answer to that. We know that when you have a crisis like what we have in our hands, which is a serious crisis, human beings will adapt, and we're already adapting. And we start engaging in problem solving. New businesses will start. Some people are going to make billions of whatever currency this particular time. And it's time for teachers to be more dynamic than they've ever been. So during COVID, what is happening? Parents are becoming teachers. I watched so many movies and it was about, oh my goodness, I really respect teachers a lot because parents had to sit at home with their children for 4 months, which they never planned for. So they had to become teachers. Homeschooling might become the order of the day like you have in the United States, that some parents will say, well, I would teach my child. My child does not have to go to school. Now it's forcing everyone, students, parents, teachers to adapt to online learning tools. A lot of investment in that area now, and that's big business for all those people there. So this is the reason why we thought that the most appropriate theme for this program will be effective use of digital tools. I don't think we're running away from it. I think we're actually going into it. I'm aware that Lagos State has this Excel program that they are running. And the whole idea is also to embrace digital tools. And I think the government will be more aggressive than ever now to actually deploy those tools and invest a lot. Now, as we are in crisis, we are using all sorts of tools. Tools in use, I know that Lagos State government, I have a lady in my house who works in a public school. So you have children on the radio, children on the TV, there's WhatsApp, others, you have people using internet. I think the amount of internet we have consumed in the past 4 months, I'm not sure, probably we consumed that the whole of last year. We still need someone to analyze that. And so it's important that as teachers, we begin to think differently. And I know we are already doing that because I'm happy that many of us have just come into this program and we're ready to take on a lot and take some things back home. So at Seedtime, what we just try to do is to empower ourselves, empower our colleagues in the public school. Basically, facilitators in this project are teachers in my school, and we also have a teacher from Meadow Hall. We just feel that teaching at Grange is not enough. We should actually reach out to others. So what is the pattern for today's program? This is it. So a gentleman was asking a question just before we started. So we've had the opening prayer and the welcome address. We're going to have a guest speaker session shortly, and I'll be introducing the guest speaker. Then we have the breakout. What I mean by breakout is, so you have this 11:15 to 11:30, where you quickly switch on into the link. So you received an email that had some links for session 1 and links for session 2. So basically, you will click on the link at 11:30, and that session will run for 1 hour. Then you have a break, and then you click on another link for the next session, and then you come back to this link again for closing remarks. We will not make it too long, but we just felt that it would be nice to close this When you're coming for the closing remarks, you can type some things in the chat room. You can send us an email to the, we will provide the email for the charity. You can send us information, and then there'll be a feedback form at that point in time. So for my goodie bag, as usual, we will have gifts for the most punctual teachers. I told them at the beginning that we should do gifts for the first 50 teachers, okay? So we'll have, and that's the practice actually. When we have our training program, we'll give teachers things they can use in the classroom. I can remember I visited Ikeja Primary School one day, where we're going to talk about books. And then one teacher came from behind and hugged me, and I said, "What's going on?" She said, "Don't you remember me?" I said, "No, I can't remember you. I came for the program last year." And I said, "Oh, thank you." Now said, "Oh, we gave her the sticky things, and that she used to stick it in her children's notebooks. And that whenever she put those things in the children's notebooks, the children would want to do more and more and more and more and more work." And I was just thinking, those things, they came at they were like $1 for 360 pieces of those things. And $1 is like, at that time it was 167 or 165 naira to $1. So at 165 naira, you could actually make some children want to learn more. And so we have gifts for most punctual teachers. What I do not know how to do is how those gifts will get to the teachers, but we will think about that after the event. We also have data, because we know that you are investing in this. So we have some people supporting us. So that was why in your registration form, we asked for your number. So those who wait till the end, we will collate it and we would recharge your phone. So thank you, everybody. And I want to now introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Jude Ashayidu. Are you here, sir? Hello? Hello? So our guest speaker is Mr. Jude Ashayidu. He's a lead consultant at EduTage, a platform to empower school teachers, institutions, and educational service providers. Sorry, mistake. In creating innovative lessons for diverse learners and commercializing their content. As a Microsoft certified educator, his global goal is to apply his ICT expertise to empower 1 million educators in the use of technology by creating innovative lessons to build up their intellectual property as entrepreneurs and to inspire learners with necessary core skills for sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Mr. Jude Ashayidu as he shares his wealth of experience with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really glad to be here. I'm really glad to share my experience and my expertise with teachers. I'm also a teacher too, so I understand what we go through and I know how and what we need to apply to become better teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Oladeji.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So I'll be sharing my slides and also take you through a demo session. Since it's an hour and very short, so I'll just skim through a lot of things, but I'll make sure you get the basics of what you need to excel as an educational technologist or as a teacher using technology. Now we're going to be talking about digital ecosystem. Now, most times teachers find it difficult getting into technology because there are too many apps, there are too many things to work with. But if you think of it as an ecosystem, you will get it, you get the idea better and the benefits better. Now, when we talk about ecosystem, we're just talking about what? simply a habitat where organisms thrive. So if your class or your profession is the organism, you have to understand the ecosystem that will make it thrive, right? So I'll share my screen shortly now so that you get to see what I'm talking about. Okay. 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 I think you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So effective integration of technology in the classrooms. Now we are no longer in the classroom. So the session will be how you could benefit from the classroom and how you could benefit virtually. So I'll skim through it. So you see the virtual, you see the ecosystem. You have 4 major parts of it. Don't mind the animals. The animals doesn't represent anything in technology, but it just gives you an idea of the biological ecosystem we're talking about. Okay, okay. Here you have the vegetation, which represents your content creation tools, support, which represents your community, which is part of what we're doing. You have your support. So if you take understand how to create your content offline, when we're talking about be a classroom or a learning content creator, we are thinking about digitizing your educational content, all your lessons. So if you are converting your lessons to a video, that is content creation. If you are converting your lessons to audio notes or to charts and all that, so that is digital content creation. So there are several apps we're going to look at later on. So we have your vegetation. It represents your vegetation because vegetation is means production, right? So when you have trees and flowers grow in our ecosystem, we're talking about vegetation. Same thing when you have your content, your videos, you are churning out videos, or you are being prolific with your digital content. You are into the business of production or learning content design. Now we have tools there. We have PowerPoint. PowerPoint is popular, which I'm going to be sharing more. Camtasia is more the same thing, but it actually has an enhanced function. You have your animation, you have your ebooks maker, and you have your Audacity. I'll show you what it looks like. And these are their icons: PowerPoint, Google Cardboard, Audacity. Audacity is actually for podcasts. If you want to record your audio lesson, you use Audacity on your PC. And if you have a smartphone, you are going to be using your audio lesson, your audio recorder on your smartphone. Then you have Camtasia. Then I'll show you how you can actually record your lesson on your smartphone. Even if you're not having a system, you can actually create a video lesson on your smartphone and actually transfer it to or share it with your students. Now we have the ground support. So as an educator, you need a ground support. You can't learn in isolation. You can't learn in you can learn by yourself, but you need to be in a community where you share ideas, where you get to understand best practices. And that's the essence of Seedtime, the essence of this program. So if it's a community to share what best practices. Now, for each of the tools you are going to use for creating your content, they also have their communities, right? So you need to also be in such communities so that when there's an update on your tool, you know what's best and how best to implement and use it. So that is the essence. So you cannot be having a smartphone and you are just only on Facebook friends, or you are just swiping through Instagram photos without being in a community that helps or supports your profession. It is very important. That is your ground support. It's almost like your online professional development. So it's like your social professional development without actually you being into any exams or writing any test papers or preparing for any certification. But your ground support are your social professional development team. Okay, you have ground support for Microsoft. You can check education.microsoft.com. You can check it out. You have free lessons, free tools to use there, and you actually have assessment for teachers. So they give you points for each assessment you take. You can take assessment in teaching with technology. You can take assessment in using Skype. You can take assessments. So they have lessons, videos, and free tools on education.microsoft.com. So you register, it's free, and you get certificates too for driving your own personal learning. You have Google Education. It has a community and several social media groups. Like I have a Facebook group, the Learning Content Creator. So I opened the group, or I launched the group just to help teachers work with digital tools to create content. So those are kind of professional development tools or groups you need as your ground support. Then you have your content flow. Now, after creating a content here, right, you need it to flow from you, the teacher, to the rest of your students, right? And it's also going to be possible for you to understand your tools. We are using Zoom now, right? So it's a kind of content flow. And it's similar to what we call video conferencing, and it's similar to what we call online lesson delivery, right? Now, for your content to flow from one point, from the teacher to the students, you also need to take into recognition that you need a learning management system, right? You need a system in which that current flows, or that information flows from the teacher to the student and back forth. So the information can flow from this teacher to the student, and also flow from the student back to the teacher as in assessment and feedback. Now, learning management systems, these are simple websites or platforms. You are used to them: Google Classroom, Edmodo, Schoology, Simple VLE, and several of them. They allow you collate or curate your content, which gives access to your students to learn whatever information or whatever topic or whatever lesson you are trying to deliver. So your river allows that flow of information. Whatever content you have created in your vegetation, it flows through the learning management system and also your video conference tools. And the next final one there is the cloud drives. We are used to flash drives, right? Even if you have not used a computer before, you are used to memory cards. Your phone has a memory card. And why do you need a memory card? Simply because you want to store your videos, your photos, and your footages. So the simple idea is having a cloud drive saves you a lot of information. You will agree with me that anytime you lost your information in your flash drive, you have, especially if you have not backed it up, you have some documents in your flash drive, and the flash drive got missing, automatically it's going to set you back a lot, especially when you have years of lessons, years of documents stored in that flash drive. I used to have a hard drive. Yeah, I used to have a hard drive. Or okay, I didn't have a hard drive. I'm using my computer. So I just stored everything in my computer and I was good with it. Though I knew I should know better that I should have a backup, right? But I was so confident with the system that my computer nothing will happen to it. And lo and behold, I tried updating Windows and somehow it just crashed. And that's how I lost 4 years of collated work. 4 years of collated work. And it was heartbreaking, very heartbreaking situation. So I learned better that I should be storing it in my Google Drive, no matter, even if I don't have a flash drive, which I should have. And even if I have several flash drives, a flash drive can go bad, but your cloud drive cannot go bad instantly. As far as you have your email and your account ready, your flash drive cannot go. I mean, your cloud drive cannot go bad because it's on the internet, right? So there are several options. You have Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, several of them. So you can store all your information. Why I like Google Drive is it gives you free 15 gig, free 15 gigabytes of data space to store your content. So it means you have a lot of content space, a lot of space to store your content, your lessons, your documents, your anything. You can store it on Google Drive, and it gives you free 15 gig, and you can expand further. I think it's like 300 naira to get to maybe 150 gigabytes and all that per month or so, thereabout. So, which is far cheaper than even buying a flash drive. far cheaper than buying a flash drive. So it is very proper that you store your information. And the good thing with Google Drive is once you have your lessons on Google Drive, you can actually share it to any of the learning management system that you intend to host with your students. So if you are going to be teaching your student on Edmodo or Google Classroom, once you have your information on Google Drive, automatically you can just share it with your students, and that information alone will be shared with your student. It will not be exposing your other information. So it's what you share with your student that they get. They can't get access to other things, which is very cool and very important in you as a teacher. Imagine you going from one school to another, right? You want to transfer, or you are you resign in school and you're going to another school. You still have to carry your lessons and everything along on a flash drive, but on a cloud drive, all you just need to do is your internet access and your email, and you are good to go. And you can share your information with your new students and all that. Let me see. Okay. So these are the four major aspects of your ecosystem as a teacher, as an educational technologist, or as an educator implementing technology in their practices. Now, whatever I've shared with you now is simply, if you look at it, it has nothing to do with your physical classroom. Everything has to do with your digital classroom, right? So we have PowerPoint, and the rest for content creation. We have your ground support, which is very important in your professional development and your goal as an educator. And it's important, you don't even need anybody to push you to get into any group. You just look for groups or ask after groups that are relevant to your needs, and you can join on Facebook, you can join on Instagram, you can join on LinkedIn and all that. You have your content flow, which represents your river, which represents your content flow, which involves your learning management system, your webinar tools and all that. Then you have your cloud drive that helps you store information. So that is your standard ecosystem as a teacher using technology. That's your standard ecosystem, right? So you have your creation tool, your ground support, your content flow and management, and your content storage, our cloud drive. So that is the standard for starting out with your goal as a teacher using technology. Now I'll get to the next slide. Okay. So about our content, our ecosystem, then we have your digital literacy skills. So what aspects of your skill set can you improve with your digital literacy skills as an educator? Your functional skill, your creative skill, your critical thinking skill, your cultural and social understanding skill, your collaboration skill, your ability to find and select information, your effective communication skill, and your electronic safety skills. So these skills are going to be improved by you adopting an ecosystem or improving your digital literacy skills. Most importantly is at this age and time, we as educators, we need to be self-exploring. We should be able to explore tools and explore techniques when it comes to educational technology, because most of these tools are free online, right? So it's just there for the teacher to go to the website or look for the website that matches their needs and start exploring their tools and see how it fits it into your class. Mind you, also, if you are working in using technology for your classroom, you need to really figure out your tasks before you start looking for apps, right? So if you know the tasks you already perform in classroom, maybe you are already good at collaborating with students in classroom, right? And there's no classroom for students to go into at this point. So what do you do? How do you collaborate digitally or on the platform? Then you start looking for tools that helps you collaborate specifically for your subject, because we are too used to using one tool to achieve all goals as educators or as content creators. You find that if you have a particular goal in mind, for example, you want to collaborate in mathematics or in science or in English language or in physical education, whatever subject, and you are not too sure how it works, that's where your ground support comes in. That's where you meet your community and start looking for help. That's why you need such assistance or be in such groups. So you simply look for digital tools that will help you collaborate in physical education, right? And it actually helps you translate that skill you are already used to in the classroom. You are actually translating it into a digital skill, which is in the virtual world. So we'll move to the next. And mind you, because I teach ICT, right? So most times when I talk to teachers, they'll say, because you are the ICT teacher, right? But the truth is that digital skills is not restricted to the ICT teacher. The ICT teacher actually teaches the students how to use tools, right? Now, that skill is being transferred by the English teacher on how to use those tools to learn English language or to carry out an English language assignment or to actually carry out an English language project. That same tools that is being taught by the ICT teacher, the maths teacher will use it to teach how students can use it to learn mathematics or become better in charts and statistics and all that. So ICT teachers' work is kind of very limited because we can only teach tools or how a particular device works with the student. Now it's left for the teachers in different subjects to now teach how those devices or how those tools can work in their own subject, which is a bigger and broader perspective than just teaching the student how to type or how to use a software or how to upload or download and all that, which is very limiting, right? So everybody in the school has access to technology. So it's not for the ICT teacher, it's not for the super tech savvy people, it's for every teacher. So just look for how technology applies to your own subject, That's where you look at what do you want to become, what do you want to do, and what do you need to outsource. Now your becoming list is what do you want to become as a teacher at 5, 10, 20 years time, and is it most times we see teachers who use this profession as a patch time, or just something they just want to do now till they get a better job outside the educational profession. So you have to know your goal as a teacher. What do you want to become? Now the goal is clear. The goal is clear, both for public school teachers and private school teachers. The goal is clear. How do we integrate technology properly in the classroom? We can't be taking unawares again, right? We cannot be taking unawares. This pandemic case gave us a sign during the Ebola crisis, right? It gave us a sign during the Ebola crisis, and we are not too sure how to handle it. We are not too sure how to handle, but thank God Ebola just slide past. Now, 2020, that was 2017, right? Yeah, Ebola was 2017, 2018, yeah. So now it's COVID-19, and it kept us at home and kept us not almost incapacitated for 5 months now, and it's almost everybody's in shock, or everybody's in panic mode. And though we are adapting, but would have done better if we were already prepared for it. Are you getting it? Would have done excellently better. We not even have issue of third term, no third term, because we're already scaling. We're already good with what we are doing with technology. So what we are missing in classroom, we are actually making up online and making up in our virtual classroom. So we should not be taking unawares. The goal is already clear now. So nobody has an excuse that maybe we have a, God forbid, but we can't escape it if a pandemic happens in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, even next year. So if another pandemic or an escalated version of COVID-19 comes up, we cannot be taken unawares. We should know our goals at this point, that technology has come to stay, and it must be blended with our classroom for it to be effectively deployed to our students, right? To-do lists. Take a SWOT analysis of yourself, of your professional development. Okay, we look at your strengths, your weakness, your opportunity, the threats, and the analysis. Now, when I approach educational technology, I approach it from a futuristic point of view. That I approach it. Trainings with colleagues on blended learning, what I'm teaching, and it was not people that embraced it and those that didn't embrace it, abuse and the need of it at this point in time. That what this person have been talking about all over these years is now to fruition and is more applicable now. But the truth is that it's going to always be like that. There's going to always be the instances where you have somebody
We're very sorry. The speaker has been disconnected. He's trying to reconnect. While we're waiting for him to reconnect, maybe we can start a little discussion on what we have learned so far. If you want to say anything, please raise your hand and then we can call on you to at least tell us one or two things from what you have heard so far. Thank you. Okay, Aderibigbe Nkechi Maria. I like that. Aderibigbe is a Yoruba name. Nkechi is an Igbo name. Fantastic. Go ahead, please. Nkechi Aderibigbe, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Thank
everyone.
You. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning to the facilitators, and thank you to Mr. Jude for this, giving us this opportunity and teaching us more. So far, I've learned that I can use different tools to reach out to my students, especially in this pandemic. And he gave us some tools, and he told us that we can even communicate. We can join some groups to enable us to understand what our teaching is all about. Gone are those days when we teach without making tools. You know, like a teacher in olden days, when they are teaching, is more like abstract. But these days, we can even be on our side and communicate to our students. We have like digital skills. We have to talk about functional skills. We have to be creative. We have to have critical thinking as a teacher. Those days, we always believe that it's only ICT teachers that can use tools to teach their students. But now, even as a math teacher, English teacher, even social study, you can use ICT to teach your pupils or wherever. You can communicate to us. So it's all about digital ecosystem, vegetation, the river, everything. It has to do with our...
Thank you very much. Mr. Jude,
thank you so much.
I'm very sorry, and I thank you so much for your contribution. Mr. Jude is back. So go ahead. Sir.
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing your screen, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So the next thing is your to-do list. You should know what you want to do or the goals you want to achieve. Like I will not start going into SWOT analysis, but you know what SWOT analysis is. Look at your strengths, look at what you are good at as a teacher, and that's your launch pad, right? Then you look at your weaknesses, those things you are not good with, especially when it comes to technology. Look at the opportunities that are open to learning, to training, free learning, and free tools. And look at the threats you are going to face or the challenges. When we talk about threats, we're talking about challenges. Look at the challenges that you are going to face or you are currently facing that will stop you from achieving your goal as an educational technologist, right? Now, what should I be doing to add value to my students to understand my subject? Now, the truth is, technology has its disadvantage in as much as it has its advantage. I will always say that the classroom is a perfect example of interaction. The classroom is a perfect example in interaction, but where the classroom has problem is in assessment, right? If you have a lot of students in your class, you can't assess them effectively, except that one-way traffic of giving them a test and an exam, which we know is not too effective. Now, but with technology, you can assess your student in any area. You can assess their presentation skills, their digital literacy skills, what they call it, kinesthetic skills, and any part skills you intend to assess your student is possible using technology. So while technology is weak on interaction or face-to-face interaction, it is strong in assessment. While classroom is strong in interaction but weak in assessment. Now, we're having a Zoom session. If we were to have this session now, this Zoom session, if we were to have it face to face in a venue, it will be better than this. It will be better than this. We'll not have any of these hiccups of the offline coming on and like that. So both technology and the normal classroom, they have their strengths and weaknesses. And the next one is outsource. As much as you want to use technology, you can't do everything. You can't repair your computer, right? When your computer starts, your software starts giving problems, you can't do it, right? So you look for who to outsource those technical issues to. So that's where you should look at who to outsource. So you are going to outsource things that you cannot do personally, that are too technical for you, and it might even remove your focus from your main goal as a teacher. Take, for example, your computer in a classroom got crashed, right? It's not your duty as a teacher, except you have the skills prior to then. It's not your duty as a teacher to start looking for the hard disk, hard drive, and start troubleshooting and all that, because it's going to actually cause a lot of strain on you. So you look for who will do that kind of job and have them around you, so that at once you know who to system or to fix that smartphone. So look for who to outsource and have them around you. It's not when your device gets destroyed, then you spend the next 3 days trying to even look for who to fix that device. So have them around you. Have people who are going to be useful in helping you fix your gadgets. You can even have them, even if they are in computer village, it's fine. You can call them, please, I'm coming to your shop now, I need this fixed, and you get it. Not when you get your phone damaged, or when your phone or your system get damaged, then you start thinking, who will I go to in computer village? Who will I go to, and not get too much deep into trouble with my device, because sometimes you go there and they destroy the device more than how you expected. So you have people who you'll be outsourcing your technical, you'll be outsourcing those things that are too technical for you in technology, in your educational technology pursuits, like your repair of your phones or troubleshooting your software. Next, so I'll just jump through these slides. I will share it with you later, so that we'll go to the blended learning classroom. So the blended learning classroom is actually integrating technology in the physical classroom, or we'll call it a hybrid classroom, right? These are the advantages and interactions we have in both cases. I'll share the slides, but I want to, okay. Okay, let's take activities that you can have in your, now we are in class, we are in, now we are already in virtual classroom only system, where we don't have to come to physical classroom if things doesn't improve, right? Now, what you do in your virtual classroom is actually you can flip your virtual classroom. You can flip your virtual classroom. It's more efficient as a teacher to know how to introduce your new topics to students in virtual classroom. For example, if I'm to introduce a new topic to my students who I have on a platform online, I will rather create a video prior to that class and send it to the students where they watch it. And if I'm having a Zoom class, I'll send a 10-minute video, right? Prior to that class, a video lesson. Then when I'm having a Zoom class or a video conference, maybe an hour after they have watched the video, it's going to be more grounded and they will understand that topic more. Now, if I'm to introduce that same topic on a Zoom session and there's a internet just goes off or the device crashes or something just happens and I'm not able to do that, automatically that day is wasted. That class is wasted, right? Because that is the first time I'm introducing it, and the student might have even issues hearing what I'm saying if their devices are not good. You can guarantee that your device is good, right? What about your students? Can you guarantee that their device is okay? You can't guarantee that. So they might be struggling with internet at their end. They might be struggling with software. They might be struggling with something disturbing their learning. Automatically, that class will be low quality for them. So the best thing is flip your virtual classroom. Start your virtual classroom with a video lesson posted ahead of time on your learning management system, right? And allow your student watch it. So when you come to a session like this, like a Zoom session like this, your student will be able to one hour. You don't expect your student to replay that 1 hour video because you have like 10 other subjects, right? So if every subject is an hour, so you have 10 hours for a student to just learn in a day, which is not effective. So the most effective way to deploy or flip your virtual classes is send a video lesson ahead of time. 10 minutes video lesson is okay. 10 minutes. So when you come to your video, your Zoom session or your video conference section, automatically you and your students, you are talking on, you are on the same page because they have watched the video and you are discussing on based on what they already have known, not from a place of unknown, right? So that is very important. And you can also add video quizzes to your video. For example, if you send a video lesson, you can add a quiz to it, which makes it possible for your students to take a quiz in between the video or at the end of the video so that you get to know what they understand while watching the video and what they don't understand while watching the video. So it's very, very important. Let me share my screen on some platforms you can use immediately. Okay. Okay, so this is PowerPoint, right? So if you are using PowerPoint, you can start up with your, you go to insert, you go to recording, sorry, you go to recording, then good, and you go to what? Screen recording. So when you click on screen recording, automatically you can record your voice the way I'm recording, where I'm talking, I'm sharing my slide. I can be doing that and recording my words, lesson or my slideshow for my students. And once that is done, I can now save it as an MP4 file, which I can share. Now, if you are using a mobile phone, all you just need to do is go to get a screen recorder like Do Recorder, right? Do Recorder. Get the screen recorder like Do Recorder on your store. If you are using an Android phone, place Office, get MS Office. MS Office. It has everything you need to work with. So this is MS Office. Laptop. I'm talking about you not having a laptop now. So you just install, download is free MS Office in your computer. Just install MS Office in your computer. Now, MS Office has Microsoft Word. Let's look at it. Okay. look at the apps there. Okay. In it. It has PowerPoint, it has Excel, and it also has a what? Okay. So it has PowerPoint, it has Excel, and it also has what? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and also what they call it, a recorder that can actually help you scan documents and transfer it to your smartphone. So once you have that installed, then you can have it. You can have Do Recorder. It's for Android and it's for Windows. So you can install it. It's free. So what it helps you do is record your screen, and at the same time you are trying to create content, right? So record your screen and do what? Transfer it to your learning management system, which is you have Google Classroom, you have Edmodo, and you have a lot of them. So this Edmodo, these are the Edmodo platform. So it just simply helps you record, and this Google Classroom. Now, the difference between Edmodo and Google Classroom is for Edmodo, your students don't need an email. They don't need an email to sign up. But for Google Classroom, you need an email. And for Edmodo, it has an advantage of allowing you as a teacher actually assess other teachers. For example, if you have school admin trying to assess what teachers are doing, you can do that on Edmodo. You can assess what all teachers and all students are doing, their interactions, and you can have it as analytics, right? That's the advantage of using Edmodo when you register it as a school, and it's free. So we have your cloud drives, your Google Drive, and Google OneDrive and Dropbox or Box. So these are cloud drive services that you can store your information. So maybe I give you a demo of how you use your PowerPoint. So you click on recording and you click screen recording, right? You click on screen recording and it starts recording everything. It gives you area to select. It gives you an option to select your area. You can select your audio and you can select a mouse pointer. Now, if you are using a smartphone, like I told you, you just download Microsoft Office package into your smartphone. Use Do Recorder. It's a screen recorder that allows you record your screen. That allows you what? Record your screen. Let's see. Okay. Everything you are doing on your screen. I think my time is out, right? So okay. Any questions? If you have any questions, please do ask. If you have any questions, please do ask. Any questions? Okay. Any questions? If you have questions, please do ask. Okay, you can't see my screen. Whoa. Oh. Sorry about that. Let me do that quickly. Sorry about that. Let me do that quickly. I'll share my desktop. Okay, I only shared my slide. Let me share my desktop. Sorry about that. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? Okay. 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 Okay, so you simply go to Play Store and download Office, right? If you are using a smartphone, you just go to Play Store and download Office. And you have PowerPoint inside that package. You have Microsoft Word, you have Excel, and you have other tools that are going to be relevant to you. So this is Excel, this is PowerPoint, and it also has this screen OCR, we call it optical character recognition. So you could recognize character on a paper and transfer it as a document to your smartphone. So very powerful tool. Then you go to Do Recorder. It's a website, do-recorder.com. So I'm talking about people who are using smartphone to create content, right? So all you simply need to do is go to their website, download the free tool. So it allows you to record your screen. So it looks something like this. I use it a lot and I use it on my phone. Good. And the good thing about it is, let me show you what it can also do. The good thing about it is you can trim your video, you can merge videos, you can stitch images, you can add images to your videos, you can blur images and all that. So it has this very powerful tool. So this, you can edit your video actually on Do Recorder. You can edit video, you can put extra sound, and it gives you free extra sound. You can add text if you want to put subtitling. So it has a lot of features which is going to be helpful for an educator that is going to be working with their smartphone. So all you simply need to do is get your lesson on PowerPoint on your smartphone, create a slideshow for your class on smartphone, then record it with your voice talking while you while you move over your slideshow, like the way I'm doing. The way it happens on PC is the same way it almost happens on your smartphone. So your first and foremost creation tool is get Office into your smartphone, get Do Recorder for screen recording, then go to your Facebook, ask for groups, ask your friends or your colleagues for groups on professional development. Then you can still also get Google Drive on Play Store. Google Drive works with your email, right? Google Drive works with your email, and you can also register with Edmodo. You can also register with Edmodo. Edmodo actually has professional groups. So if you go to Edmodo, you see groups. You see groups on Edmodo that you can join and become members of. You can see groups on Edmodo, and you can also use your Google Classroom. So it depends on what is suitable for your class. I will advise that primary school students, because they are not likely to have emails, they can start with Edmodo. They can start with Edmodo because of emails. It only generates a code for teachers to use with their students. And good thing with Edmodo, it's also on Play Store, so you can have it. You can have it on your smartphone too. And it has a lot of features that will be beneficial to your work as an educator. It has a lot of features that will be beneficial to your work as an educator. Any question? Let me see. Any question? Let me see the chat. Oh, okay. I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. I really don't. I'll share my screen. I'll share my document. I'll share my document. Okay. Okay. Some of you can hear and some of you can't hear, right? I'll still share the document so that you get to see what we have discussed all through. I'll share it as a PDF. I'll give it to the organizer so that they can share with you participants. Any question further? Any questions? Okay, while I'm still waiting for questions.
Yes, Michael Badamosi has his hand up.
Okay, okay. What's the question, please?
Michael Badamosi, please unmute yourself right now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, why is still coming up? Somebody asked, can we use Office offline? Yes, you can use Office. Is meant to be used offline, so it doesn't require. The only internet you need to use Office is to download the app into your smartphone. Any other thing works offline without the internet. So the next thing is, after you've recorded your slide, all you just need to do is use your internet to post it on your learning management system. But to create your content, you don't need internet for Office. That's from Sulema Agoro. Question, if you have. Oh.
Mr. Jude, please, can you see the messages on the chat area?
Yes, I'm answering the question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, they say you are not allowing the microphone also. That's okay, Mute.
You are allowed to ask questions when you raise your hand up, please. Mrs. Eto.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes. Thanks so much for this awesome presentation. But my initial thought was you would practically make use at least one of those teaching apps for a better understanding. I never know maybe it is time factor or so, I don't know. But I just wish you practically make use one of them. Thank you very much.
Mr. Jude, this is Mrs. Edson. Please, can you give us a list of...
Somebody is asking a question. Please hold on, Mrs. Eto.
Okay.
Mr. Michael, please go on.
Yes, I think. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Mike.
Yes, my question is just like a suggestion. I said you have gone so far, at least enlightening us more on these teaching apps. Now, why can't you please practically lay your hands on one of those apps just for like 5 minutes? Because you are just talking about slides, though I know how to do it, but I want to talk on behalf of some of us that cannot do it in this gathering. Why not just pick one like that PowerPoint or whatsoever, just to see it? Because at the time you were delivering that lecture, you were not sharing your screen then. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. More questions before we move on.
Senator, go ahead.
Please, this module you are saying, how is it spelled? Can you please project the spelling? And can you help us give us some online addresses, that's sites?
Okay.
Can you give us some sites where we can go to for all this module and what you are calling them?
Module. I'll share that on the.
I don't even know the spelling. I wrote EDMOWDOW. I need the spelling.
Okay, I'll share it on the comment section. I'll share it in the comment section.
Because I saw that other one, do recorder on the screen, but I didn't see this Edmodo or what.
Okay, that's it. Edmodo, edmodo.com. Yes, EDMO.
Okay,
I've shared it in the comment section now.
Yes. Then give us other list of links that we can use for most of all this technology, whatever that you've been talking about. To use with the children.
Okay, I'll talk about your ground support because it seems I didn't share my screen on that. I'll talk about your ground support.
And what the other man said is very key for you to at least let a participant leave this place knowing to do one thing. Some people's phones, their Play Store don't work, you know. Like me, for instance, my phone from the beginning when I bought it, the Play Store does not work. Even to activate WhatsApp and some other things, other people have to link my children, they will link their phone to my own before it can work. So it's not everybody's phone that has that Play Store that works. So in a case where the Play Store is not working, what do you do?
Okay, if the Play Store is not working, I'll share a website where you can download any Play Store file, right? Is that what you want?
That's very good. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so you can go to a site like APK Monk, APK Monk. Yeah, I think that's the name. Okay, APK Monk.
APK Monk.
It gives you free, yes, .com. APK Monk. So you can download, MS Office.
Okay.
Access to download programs I talked about.
But you know, as you are talking to me now, it's my phone I'm using for this Zoom class with you. I cannot leave this place now and go to where you are directing me. So I can only do it maybe if my laptop on near me, you know.
Okay, but
all these things
you
can only
taken note of
it after you finish talking to us. Yes.
So APK Monk gives you free Android apps. There's the Rexdale. Yeah. Rexdale, yes, this.
Please spell it.
REX. Okay, REX.
Yes.
R. Okay,
yes,
maybe I share it on the comment section.
Yes. I wrote REXIEL. Am I right?
No, DL.com. REX, look at it here.
Okay.
Can you see it on the screen?
Okay. Faintly, not
REXDL.com.
very clear.
Okay, let me see if I can zoom this.
.com.
Yes.
Okay.
REXDL.com.
Yes.
So you can, once you come to the search, you type for MS Office, and you get, it will give you a lot of lists. So you can download any of them.
Okay, we'll try them.
You can download any of them. Look at Office Mobile. Can you see it?
Yes, I'm seeing now.
Good. So Office Mobile, once you click on it, you can download it into your computer, into your smartphone. Now, how to use it?
Okay. Office Mobile.
Yes.
Okay.
See, but you have seen.
Jude, you need to tell Mrs. Oladeji. You need to liaise with Mrs. Oladeji so that you can send these links to our mail. Do you understand? It's very key. Because it will not be nice after this training, we don't know where to go.
Yes, that's important.
You can even do a short video for us on how we can enter those things. So that will be.
Yes. Okay. One thing, you can check out my YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where I have a lot of videos I've made over time. My channel. Okay. A lot of videos over time. This is my YouTube channel, right? I've made a lot of videos over time. Just check Ashayidu Jude or Ashayiducator. You get a lot of videos on how to use most of the tech tools that I've discussed. Most of the tech tools I even talk about coding and all that. So I have a lot of videos that I did practice with and shared online. And if you are thinking about starting a certified course online on Microsoft, you can go to education.microsoft.com. So you have free trainings, free videos on how you can implement technology further into your classroom. While it's opening.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You need to go into.
Thank you. Please.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's past any questions? 11:15. It's 11:24.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning once again. Good morning once again.
Morning. Good morning.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jude. I've actually taken note of a number of things that we'll put into practice. So we appreciate you sincerely for sharing your experience and your wealth of experience and all the information you have given us today. Like Mrs. Eto has asked, it would be nice to put all these things together and send it to our participants so that they could try their hands on it. And I'm happy with your YouTube site. So we can actually go there and get to do some things.
Check out.
We appreciate you sincerely. We're supposed to go on like 5 minutes break so that then we go into the next session. So we're all supposed to have a breakout session. You have a breakout session in numeracy, literacy, science, and displays. So please go back to the email that you received and click on the link that will take you into your breakout sessions. All right?
Okay.
So thank you everybody for being attentive. We really love you. And once Mr. Jude sends us the information, we will pass the information across to you. And we would like feedback, please. When you put any of those things into practice, please let us know your feeling about it. And that will be good for everybody. And we can share it on the Bridge Builders platform. So God bless everybody. So let's break out. Let's go into our next session. You can get yourself a cup of water, something to drink, or munch something before you have 5 minutes. The next session starts at 11:30. God bless you all. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Jude.
Bye, bye.
Yeah, God bless. Bye. So please, bye. We expect the number of participants to go down. Leave this meeting and go into your next meeting. Leave this one, go back to your email and check the next meeting. Session 1. Hello, everybody. The number should be reducing up to like 0. Number of participants in this session. Go to the next session. Your facilitator is waiting for you to admit you in. Very good. The number is going down. Well done, everybody. So leave this meeting and go into the next meeting. Go into your numeracy lesson, your literacy lesson, please. Your science lessons.
Hey, don't cut this out.
I will just pass my side. Come on, Daddy. Yeah. See you now. Good afternoon. Please, you can turn on your video so I can see you. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, give me the front side. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello, Doctor. Can you hear me?
Wow, there are still some people here. Hello, everybody. Mrs. Balogun Temitope, you should go to your next class.
Turn on your video, I can see you. There are not much left.
Eh? Okay, their audio is off. Mrs. Paula Shade Rachel, go to the next class. Go to your email. Go to your next class.
How did you enjoy the first? Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you can talk, but no talking. I can hear you now.
What to do at?
I can hear you.
Of course.
Let's wait for other people to come online. Yes, I can hear you. You can talk, I can hear you. Please, my training session is explaining S2.
And
this was the wrong password. That problem. Okay, please, somebody should try and come to my session. I can hear you. Can talk. Putting me that they have wrong password.
Let me just look at it.
Just click on this numeracy session. I will do it. Hello. Good morning.
Mr. Martin.
I think it's from your own end. Yes, please. Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning, Lord.
We learn about the effective use of the
Give me the one for.
Okay. Don't worry, just continue. Okay, I'm using that to wait for other. I'm using that to wait for other participants. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't want to start and have to go back to what we have. So let's just this down to talk about the digital tools we learned today. So what were the things to talk about digital tools?
I sent no, this I sent that. Sure. So kill up of first session.
Hello.
At.
Hello, can you hear me?
I keep trying to password set. Keep saying incorrect password. That person's still in that chat. Kilo fair. I would do it below numeracy. Lower numeracy.
Hello.
No. I'm just sending username and password.
Hello, please. How would you be?
Okay,
you know what? Can you send me
first session?
Send me a chat if I don't really if I don't talk just send me a chat and I'll read it. Huh? Send me a chat and I'll read it.
Can you second session then? Is it upper or lower? Okay, send this. Wait, no, my send this. Just between your. We are going to enter the different sessions. It's for us, not for them.
Hello, you can send me a chat. I'm going to read through.
So your second session. Okay. So, can you enter my name? We are going to enter your name. Let's solve. The people are saying they have the wrong. So that's what they are trying to. Yeah, she was there. Just give me the. No, make a copy like a paper. Straight away. Yes. How would you do? No animals. No animals. I'm going to copy it later. Privately. Privately.
Doctor, just send me a chat and I'll read what you read. What do you want?
Soon I would do it kindly. I would do it kindly, yes. Come here. Type it. Show you what type it. Yeah, I would do it. Type the automatic one here. You guys understand. Yeah. Another testimony, my should copy me there. So,
I can't hear you. I sent it to your mail. If you register, I sent it to your mail. No, you need to. I don't know. You do that. What you register for is what you send it to. Okay, go for the money. Are you not seeing me now? Okay. So that means it's from their part. Hello? Okay. So they are the one that don't.
This one is okay. Yeah.
No, please. My lower numeracy section password is telling me incorrect.
The best sense is how would you mail? Sense I didn't know. Lower numeracy. No fair. I do it. Yes. I man will be here. We are still going to go into. So they are trying to send the mail to them to get into their session. Okay. If you send them, some of them know. What would not happen? People are telling you all. No, it's all registered. If you mail them, we don't pick it. Yes, now. We are not sending it to them on Zoom. I have to search for their mail and kill for the other person. What is the copy of the Good
morning, Mr. Doctor. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up sign.
Sure.
Yeah, give me a thumbs up sign. Or send me a chat that I can hear you. I'll read it.
No, wait, it seems like we don't want to. What do you need to
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Send the sound. Shoot the padà sí ìwà. Okay, Adéoyè Adéjìyè. Adéoyè, kò sí ìwà. Adéoyè Abdulga. Okay, máa send the sound. Adéjìyè gbé èèyàn padà. Okay, so who am I? Who am I? Okay, my ones. So let me now go to different link. I don't need to come to your link again. Let me go to some. Only to where? We have to go to other people now. Just to see what's happening there. Exactly. So, another link in the way. Too many community link. Let me just start from the beginning. You can see what the competitors are facing. Can you send it to online? Click on okay, send us. Okay. We can take more. Okay. So to scroll there. Take on my phone, they mean. And I will forward the mail to you. Okay. Then I see registration. Okay. Microsoft forward, don't click on Microsoft. Yeah? No, I want to forward the mail. All those things you said to me. But your email, ESTOMAME. 77. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can tell. In English, let me see.
Please, all participants should go to their breakout sessions. The sessions have started. Please, this is a general assembly and we have ended this session. Can you please go to your separate breakout sessions, please? They have started already. Thank you.
Please, can I have your name? Taiwo Mudupe. Okay, were you the one that used Mudupe on the program? Okay. I can't. Okay, is it possible for you to call? Just tell me your email so that I can just tell.
So, hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Hello, sir.
Okay, Taiwo with that O. Okay, and then Modupe at O.
Hello, good morning, sir. Please, sir, are you with me?
Okay, what section do you, what listen do you want? Upper numeracy. Okay, second section, upper literacy. Okay, my send this. Please confirm your email, taiwomodupe@gmail.com. Okay, there is 26 after the Modupe. 26. Yes,
hello, sir.
I got it. So my send this.
Numeracy is not connecting.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Cut. I will send it. You can cut.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, good morning, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Sorry, sir. Numeracy is not connecting for the section.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm so sorry. Numeracy is not connecting. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Is still talking here?
I said that numeracy is not connecting. Numeracy is not connecting. I've just gone to connect. It's not connecting, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. I'm so sorry for disturbing.
Oh, sorry about that.
Numeracy is not connecting. I've been on this. I've been on it several times. It's not connecting, ma'am.
Why are people not? Good afternoon. We are going to Dr. Gabriel. It is sent one. Yes, Mr. Kumaya. What do you think?
I'm sure people know that the government and join the second
Okay. I have only 5 people left. Well, I don't know that there are only 5 there. I don't know what's happening. What do you
Can we please go to our breakout sessions? Can we please go to our breakout sessions? Giant, Mamora, Olatunji Bolande, please move. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? If you don't know your session, yes, please let us know.
I know how my session.
They should go to it. We have already started the other session.
I'm saying, how do I get there? How do I access it?
Did you register?
I registered.
Which session? Okay, just send the message to me by chat if you registered, and tell me the sessions you registered for, please, so that I can quickly send the link to you again.
Hello, sir.
Hello, I can hear you.
Please, I've been trying to click in my password. It's not going. I don't know what it is.
Which session did you register for?
First session.
No, the name of the session, the breakout session. You know what? Please type it. Type it in the chat area. Please type it now. The name of the session you registered for. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
I'm asking us to mute so that the noise around our work area will not come in.
Hello, can you hear me?
The meeting. All right. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to start off on what we're doing today. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see. If you can't see, please quickly give me a thumbs up. Okay. Before we proceed, can you hear me? Give me a sign that you can hear me. I need something to be sure that you can hear me. You can say yes or give me a thumbs up. Use the reaction icon by your side. If I didn't get anything, I assume you are not hearing me. All right, thank you, Kola. Thank you very much. Any other person? Thank you, Oluwakemi Jinadu. Well done. Okay, and I see somebody else's video that shows you can hear me and I'm live. Thank you very much for that. So as we progress in the lesson, I may keep on asking you to give me a sign. Thank you, Dorcas, you raise your hand. It shows that we are learning. Well done, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and as we progress, I'm not just going to do a teacher talk. I'm going to try to make it engaging and interactive. So, Olade Olamide, can you unmute yourself and help me with what you have on my screen? Can you please read what you have on my screen? Okay. Thank you very much. Embracing digital learning and skilling the new normal. It's deliberate for me. There is a deliberate, I just want to be sure that we are together. So we are embracing digital learning and teaching in the new normal. And we finish one of the session, so I'll quickly progress into science, the science part.
Hello, ma.
Okay, she's not talking.
Hello, ma.
I don't want to use the same person.
In Phoenix Hot 8, please go to your session. Go to your session.
Unmute yourself and read what you have.
Hello, ma. Can you hear me, ma? Can you hear me, ma? Please, everybody should go to their register session. There is nothing happening here now. All the teachers are in their different sessions.
How do I go there?
Which session did you register for, ma?
Literacy, upper class, and lower.
Okay, so please, can you type it in the chat area so that I can send you the link in the chat area?
I should what?
And LOCB chat. I will send you the link.
Okay. Okay.
So I sent the message you see me in the chat.
Those questions you can answer
Sheboma.
in your chat, or you can write it down and give me the answer as we progress in the lesson.
Hello, ma.
Okay. Look at the image very well.
In Phoenix Hot 8, which section is we register for, ma? Which
Okay, are you talking to me?
Yes, ma. Which session do you want, ma?
I'm not seeing any picture. That's what I'm trying to. Okay. Numeracy of upper class.
Upper numeracy.
Yeah.
Okay, ma send this in the chat area, and so I click here. So you need to leave this one. Woman need to get cool and be back and see the other link. Yes, ma.
Okay, so I should leave. Hello? Let's leave.
Should
I click on leave to leave those platform?
Hey, you first send the link here, so so I'm copy it so that you can leave this session.
We have the 5 questions now. Quickly write it out.
I do want to send the link here.
Sorry. What's the card here?
Hello. Okay, Olamide, have you written out your answer? Or you want to use the chat button? I need to be sure you're
send the links to you.
Okay.
You send the link.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can hear me or you're with me, give me a thumbs up sign. Hope I'm not talking to myself. Okay. All right. How many birds do you think are flying in the sky? Don't worry, give me the answer. It's fine. There's no reason to feel bad. Don't worry. I'm just trying to build a skill in all of us. So when we are in science, we should be more observant to what we do. That's all. Just look at it. Just say what you
Please, ma, check the chat area. I've sent it to you in the chat area. Check your chat.
I'm giving you the answer. You have 5. Yes, please.
I can see 2 lions, 3 elephants,
Okay.
1 tree.
Okay, please, who's talking? Can I know what is talking, please? Let's see if it's correct. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have raised your hand, but that's fantastic. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just want us to build how to use these digital tools. So when we want to say something, we raise our hand. There's an icon to raise your hand to allow you to speak. Thank you very much. Doctor, I can see your hand up. Thank you very much, Doctor. Help me out.
I can see right there.
I've given the answer already.
3 zebra and 3 lions.
2 parts lions. Okay. All right. So we have. I heard you. So we have that. I heard you. Fantastic. You can unmute yourself. Well done. Okay. We have.
Mr. Man, ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀dá. Ẹ ṣé o.
Together.
Hello, Mrs. Abosede. You need to go to your session.
I've sent. You said I should go to the chat area.
What did you read? Which session do you want?
Literacy 1 and 2, upper and lower.
Okay, I will send it to you now, please.
You asked me to go to the chat area. I'm there.
Hello,
Okay.
sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Please, I sent you a chat. The password you gave me to my section, section 1. I've been trying the password, it's not going through.
I've replied you, ma. Just click.
Please help me.
Just click the link. Just click the link.
I should click.
Just click the link, ma.
I've clicked it. It's asking a password.
Okay, well done.
It's asking password.
I will send it to you.
Oh.
Trophy.
This is technical. There's no way we can that. The thing will not. Zoom to log me out. Sister Kusebe, I've sent you the link, ma.
Okay. Where did you send it to? Because I can't find it. In the
chat area, ma.
There's nothing there. I just see what you put there. I've been trying the password you sent to me. It's not working. Please say pause the session will soon be over. That's all I'm saying here.
Kí ni email yín, ma?
Sheumamora2002@gmail.com.
Mommy, type email yín. Type email yín sí chat area. Nǹkan tí mo ṣe lè send ẹ̀ nìyẹn, ma.
Okay.
Ẹ bá ti send email yín, mo ṣe máa copy ẹ̀ máa forward ẹ̀ sí yín.
Okay. Okay.
Ṣé ti send ẹ̀, ma?
Mo ti send it.
Okay, màá check ẹ̀ sí, ma. I'm trying to. So, mate, my send is in ó máa contain the links for lower and upper literature. Ṣé bí nǹkan tẹ fẹ́ ni ẹ ma?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay. I will send it shortly.
Okay.
Hey, ma, just a minute. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Ma? Okay, mo ti email yín Sheumamora. Okay.
2002@gmail.com.
Okay. I'm sending it now. Sure, ẹ lè kúrò ń bí báyìí mà so that má ti send ẹ̀ sí ẹ má lè launch yẹn. Mo ti ń send ẹ̀ sí. Ṣé ẹ lè kúrò ń bí báyìí mà?
Okay, can leave,
Abby. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà.
I should leave.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà.
English name of English name.
Hello.
Hello, ma. Mo ń gbọ́ yín, ma.
Sir, I've clicked in. I said I've clicked in. Hello?
Hello, kí lẹ rí, ma?
I said it's still saying incorrect password.
Èwo nìyẹn, ma?
My session 1 now. Lower numeracy. Lower numeracy.
Mo ń bọ̀ wá, máa attend sí yín sì máa jọ fún mi 1 minute. Mo ń try láti send nǹkan.
So the session is almost over now.
Oh, sorry. There are so many inquiries.
I started with this thing now and look at it now.
Link tí mo send sí yín yẹn. Mọ́mí, mo tó ṣe, ẹ bá mi send the email yín sí chat area. I will resend it to you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Email ló yá mi láti send. Hello?
Sir?
Hello?
I'm sending it now.
Okay, sir, email wọn. Mo fẹ́ attend the sending. Email wọn àti nǹkan tó fẹ́.
Give me your email address.
I'm sending it now through the chat.
Okay, ma. Ma check. Ma rí sí ma.
Okay, I've sent it to.
What do you ma? Is there the faith and the if space is here in faith at the
No, there's no space. There's no space. Sorry, there's no space.
Okay, ma. So what
there's no space.
Okay. That's
the link. The password you gave me is not working. It said incorrect. Incorrect password. Lower numeracy, section 1.
Okay, lower numeracy.
Yes.
Okay. Ma send this. Yes. Okay, ma. Ma send this. Is
it through the chat?
No. Through mail. Through mail, ma.
Through mail. Okay.
Yes, ma. Lower numeracy.
Yes.
I'll send it to you now. Lower numeracy.
Okay. So if you have done that, let me know.
Yes, ma. Hold on, man. Ma send this in as a mail.
Okay.
Send it now. So tẹ́ bá tún try but tó mean ten be by own law mi mọ nǹkan tó jẹ́ kó lọ lọ́dọ̀ yín mà.
I don't know. Have you?
Mo ti send this to you, ma.
All right. Okay, let me check it.
Yes, ma'am. Please, Galaxy J4, please, can you send me your email? Galaxy J4, you said you want upper literacy. Can you send me your email? Galaxy J4, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you loud and clear.
Please text your.
Yes, I will.
Chat button.
I will.
Okay, please.
I've not seen it, so.
Mommy, what is send this in you? Is
it true as a mail? Kò tí wọlé nìyẹn.
Ma. Okay, tebale kúrò. Okay. But to send this in as a chat again.
Okay, better. Let me go there.
Ẹ kàn mọ̀ pé chat yẹn ó máa need láti quickly logging out. Okay, ma send this in again as a chat.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Mo ti resend this in email. I can click a long link here. It didn't ask you for password. Long link here, you can click. Upper literacy. Okay. Compose.
I didn't know that.
Let's click up.
Thank you.
Okay, ma send the upper to lower sensing.
And from somewhere here,
Stop us. But okay, stop. No, we want I want to you one there. Oh, you work class, very sentence, by chat. Until they continue, no need. I want you to kúrò ní mo attend sí. Oh,
Okay.
hey, Pastor, they are still here trying to get. No, hey, get. Wọ́n máa máa sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́. Màá ní kó send email. Wọ́n ti jáde náà. Tó bá jáde mi ní mo problem yẹn.
The problem cannot be that because you don't have time to class from long.
Pastor, mo fi tó ń lọ.
What of it happens? Because tí wọ́n bá close wọn pa. The problem they will have is that
ṣé àwọn kan sì àwọn méjì.
No problem. Other class in one.
I just created this is one of the tasks that so basically classroom allows me to share children to say, okay, let's just say, for example, this lesson I was teaching long sound, okay, and I wanted them to achieve that visuals help children to understand also perspective basically we are teaching, they understand better also we are able to relate easily what we are teaching. I love my lessons program because the master sharing is basically all of these things that you put here and share with children. Okay, this is what I want to teach and that way I have to share and we say story, and I share it. But once we are done, we want to invest. I don't know.
Èèyàn kan ló kù, èèyàn kan tó dẹ̀ kù ló ti send mail. Let's ahead lọ́tọ̀. That's why I'm crossed. Oh, I'm crossed. That's why I said, come on, man. She wants to report you.
you should always add another zero. So you add another zero, you're in the part of that as back. So our answer is 0. Once you're done with this, play your board again. And get back to your okay, so after this, like I said, end this come back again to finish up because this is very okay, I see happen in PowerPoint. What's just worked out for them before. So it makes a lot of meaning to that. And this one,
you can't hear.
I want to make I rank your learning. It's telling me if it comes up, if we have to be please join immediately after that.
Me recorded as my photo. Aqui session de uma mistake mo ṣe tipaka mo yà adébáyọ tipaka mo ti mú paka tẹ́lẹ̀ òkèrèkè mo fẹ́. Jẹ́ sáré yọrí gangan. I'm serious. I'll pick out some of the things. Well, what we can do. Anybody? And I'm not talking to myself. Okay. Anybody? Hello. You can hear me? Has anyone talked online? Anybody here? Okay. Mr. Emeka, yes, I can hear you. I hope everybody can hear you as well, and they can amuse themselves. I think even if they've not had the experience, at least we should have some response. No, I have not. Everybody is quiet, so I'm wondering if people are hearing you.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear?
Mofoluke, can you hear me? You are not supposed to be here, ma. Kupo. You are not supposed to be here, ma. You're supposed to be in your session. Radio, sit down. Okay, guys. Why still one? Online, attend online. No, online, I don't know this. Hello, please, you are supposed to be in your session, ma. Can you hear me? Mofoluke, can you hear me? You did not join with audio, so there is no way I can hear what you are saying. Hey, join pẹ̀lú audio, mo gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ. Hello, ma. Hey, join pẹ̀lú audio, so mo lè gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ. Fídíò yín nìkan lè join pẹ̀lú, ó ní ìdíkẹ́ tán audio yín.
Èmi ò lè gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ mà. Mọ́mí ẹ leave kẹ́ wá join padà pẹ̀lú audio. Láàárọ̀ kò mọ̀ pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì school rẹ̀ ti ṣe àná. Wọ́n á ṣe kíní kan, wọ́n máa bú ni. Kí ló ń ṣe ní kì í tí òun kò ní wà yìí?
For issues nígbà yẹn torí pé kò tiẹ̀ sí ìsọ́lẹ̀ my password. Copy the link and go and paste it in the address bar.
Training iṣẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀dà ní educare training fọ́lọ́. Ó ní mo ní internet. How? Internet. Ó sì disconnect mi ṣá.
I will start activity. Let's see. Somebody accepts the child. Okay. You are already. Would you like to share with us? He said.
Session pé yín tẹ̀ máa ṣe training kankan wá. Àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣe training. Láwọn èèyàn náà dẹ̀ rẹ̀. Bọ̀tò náà wá rí inú bọ̀dọ̀ yẹ kó alarm látẹ̀kàn. Èmi ò pé líǹkì yẹn bóyá líǹkì nìkan ló fẹ́ kọ́ máa fi wọlé. Ètò àwọn ní íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì báyìí.
Excited. Let's get ready to listen. It's just a normal question. Okay. I'm going to go straight to let's see. If I'm teaching life processes for this one, right? And I have my